Welcome back to my channel. My name is Melody. I realize I never do my intros, so people who don't know me will never know me, but I am Melody, and today I'm going to be sharing my hardware stuff, a continuation, if you will, of my previous productivity tools video, but this time it's going to be a hardware edition. But before we get started, I just really wanted to talk about the jewelry that I'm wearing today, which are all from Ana Luisa. I was so excited when they first reached out to me and said they wanted to send me some jewelry because I've actually been a huge fan of theirs for a long time now. My sister and I have a little collection of their pieces and have loved wearing them for a really long time. This time I got some cutesy flowery pieces for the summer because it's been so hot and humid in Hong Kong. I needed something to remind me the magic of summer. I'm also pairing them with this pair of safety pin earrings, which is such a nice, versatile piece that I wear daily as my second piercing. I feel like these flower earrings and the ring complements my tattoos so well because I have a couple of flower tattoos, and the gold just makes my whole look super summery, but I've always been a gold girl regardless of the seasons. It's a little weird to say this myself, but I'm actually a little bit of a connoisseur of heart-shaped items, so I also got these little heart earrings, which just looks so cute and tiny. Ana Luisa offers a wide range of jewelry with prices ranging from $39 to higher-end pieces, and they also put an emphasis on being environmentally friendly, sustainable, and transparent about the materials they use, which makes them such a feel-good brand to purchase from because you know what you're getting and you know it's good. And the best part is, if you use my link in the description below, you get 10% off your entire order, which we all know, a discount is better than no discount. So be sure to use the link if you're looking for some elegant, high quality, and sustainable jewelry for either yourself or a loved one. Thank you, Ana Luisa, for sending me these gorgeous pieces, and now let's get back into the video. And I have my notes here because we have quite a lot to share. And this is my second time filming this because I kept moving in the previous shot and it kept losing focus of my face and it was really irritating to watch. And I just want to emphasize on a couple of things before we start. I really believe in not needing super expensive tools to be able to make great content. That's what I should have known when I first started making stuff on YouTube and creating art, because I was like looking at every creator that I like and started to follow what they use and think that I will be able to produce amazing stuff just because I use the same gear as them. But that is simply not true. It couldn't be more untrue. There are a couple of rules that I consider before buying expensive equipment, and first is anyone making better content than me by using less professional gear? And if people are like taking super good professional photography with just an iPhone, then you probably don't need that Leica camera. But another thing is that I definitely think that there are some tools that would inspire you more if you use it. For example, I have this camera X-T4 that is really good for video, but I'm really not inspired to take it around to vlog with me because it's so heavy. But I have this DJI Pocket 2 that is really lightweight and discreet, so I can just take it around to vlog with me without feeling too much pressure, and that really inspires me to vlog more. And the third thing actually stems from this Chinese saying. It goes like 工欲善其事，必先利其器. And my interpretation of this phrase when I was young was that in order to be good at something, you have to have good tools. And to some extent, that would be true, but my interpretation of it now is you have to sharpen your skill to use the tool. So that means you have to learn about the tool. And if you're using an editing software that's super expensive, make sure you learn the shortcuts, make sure you learn the hidden features, etc. so you're utilizing it to the fullest. So I mainly consider these three factors when I buy something or try to consider something. So the main takeaway is you don't really need fancy gear to make good stuff. You really need to balance your skill, the inspiration you get from the gear, and your wallet when you're considering a new gear. I mainly create videos, so videos like this one, talking to a camera, and videos like vlogs, and I also make stickers. I have my store, I make stickers, tote bags, etc. I also have been dipping my toes into photography lately, and I also like journaling. So these are the main things that I do that I need my toolbox for. First, let's get into camera, because cameras are the one consistent tool that I need across all of the things that I do. So when I had my 18th birthday, my dad bought me the Canon M50 as my first camera because I was looking to start a YouTube channel. It was a really good beginner's camera, and it's still really popular for YouTubers that are starting out right now. I filmed a graduation video with it, and I also brought it on my graduation trip to Japan. And then as I started to be able to monetize my videos, I used those money to get a Sony a6600 because I was looking through cameras that has no recording limit and you can charge as you film, because I was getting tired of the Canon for not being able to do that stuff and just really frustrated me. And then I got the Sony CV1, which was a great example of me looking at other people and thinking, like, if I copy their gear, I'll have a completely different lifestyle, because it was marketed towards vloggers and it has a really great focus system and mic system. And I got it thinking I would vlog more, but I didn't really vlog a ton more, and I didn't really consider not so good things that it has. For example, the stabilization terrible, battery life terrible, which both discouraged me from bringing it out to vlog. But I still have it because it's still a really good camera. So about 2 years later, around last year, I got really into Fuji cameras and their color science. So I first got the X-T4 because it was the top model at the time for people who wanted to do videos and photography simultaneously. I really enjoyed it, although I didn't really know what lens to get for it because it's really complicated for me. So I got the 15-45mm one to start off with because it has a really beginner-friendly pricing, and I used it for a really long time, and it was a decent lens, but the photo quality wasn't really good. So then recently I got the 18-300mm one from Tamron, and I've been loving it, even though it's really heavy and it's hard to bring around, but it's really good for taking photos and videos, and I'm filming it with it actually right now. Oh my god, can you wake it and see it if it's the recording? So then a while later I also got the X100V for photography, but unfortunately I wasn't getting much use out of it because I was just not feeling the fixed lens. I really liked zooming in on stuff. I sold it a while ago, I think a year ago, and I didn't miss it at all. And then I got the XF10 because I wanted to be able to have a portable little point and shoot camera to take photos of my friends and document nice memories. And this was another case of me just getting stuff that I just shouldn't get, because then I didn't use it. And then I sold it again. I sold it actually yesterday, and I had a whole crisis about me obsessing over counting the dollar notes because I keep thinking I counted them wrong, and it was a whole moment. And then I got the XE4, which if you have followed my Instagram, you will see a lot of, because I just can't stop bringing it out. It's so good. 27mm kit lens with it, and I also use the 15-45mm if I want to do vlogs or if I want a wider angle. It's just been working so well. It's so much more lightweight than the X-T4, and I also found that it provides me a separation of personal and work, which made me more motivated to just take random photos of random people. And this is what I'm talking about, like tools inspiring you to create stuff, because like I wasn't really inspired to take photos with the X-T4 because that's what I used to work. Like, it's what I used to take videos, photos, product photos. It just put me into this work mindset that doesn't allow me to relax whenever I'm trying to take photos outside. So that's why I got the X-T4. I've been loving it. This is the camera that I probably bring outside to use the most, and probably the camera that got the most love out of me. And then another category that I am slightly obsessed with is sports cameras, because I really don't have any specific reason for getting sports cameras. They're just really fascinating, and there's just a really fierce competition in the market lately of sports and 360 cameras that I just feel really compelled to try them out. I have this one called Insta360 Go 2, which you can hang on your chest. It goes into this case that is just the size of the AirPods Pro case, and it's so amazing for POV videos, although I haven't gotten the chance to actually film one yet. But when I go traveling, maybe I will do one with photography. And then I have two 360 cameras. One is just purely 360 that I use to film on our family camping trip, and then another one is the 1R Twin Edition, which you can switch out the lenses modularly. It is modular. It also has a Leica 1-inch sensor lens. And then I also got a GoPro Hero 10 just to film good quality slow-mo videos. I filmed a lot of slow-mo videos on my dogs and I really love them. It's really cute to watch back. Yeah, this is a category that I wish I had gotten more use out of, but unfortunately, because we're not going on as much trips as I would like, we are not able to utilize them. But until then, I will keep them in my inventory and I will use them whenever possible. And then another hobby that I've been enjoying a lot lately is film cameras. So I started taking film photos when I graduated high school because I wanted to keep that memory vibe, vintage throwback vibes. So I took a lot of film photos, and then I also brought along a disposable camera on my graduation trip, which I also took a lot of photos with. And then after they've developed, I just fell in love with the photos and I just wanted to look into taking film photos. So I got a point and shoot camera until it broke. So I was devastated, and then I got another one, which is the Ricoh R1, and then I got another manual one, which is the Minolta X370. I haven't gotten a lot of use out of these, again, because we're not going out as much, and film is really expensive, so I just try to reserve them for really special moments. So I don't have a lot of example photos to show you guys, but I've been enjoying film photography, and I've been trying to do more film photography. And then a special mention, the perfect child, perfect camera, best purchase of my YouTube career probably is the DJI Pocket 2 Creator Edition. It's so perfect in so many ways. Like when you compare it with the CV1, there is no comparison. It has a mechanical gimbal, which means there's no wobble compared to the digital stabilization. It is so small. You can film so discreetly. The image and audio quality is absolutely amazing. Even if you don't use the external mic from the Creator Combo, it's so amazing. They also have this wide angle lens that you can get separately that allows you to not put your hand so far away when you're filming yourself, so you don't have to be intruding on everyone's personal bubble to film a vlog. So that is that for the cameras. And then we're moving on to computer. So the computer that I'm using is the Mac Studio. I was using the iMac Pro from 2018, I think, before this, and as I was filming more 4K videos, I was using Blender, I was doing Illustrator, Clip Studio Paint. It was just not handling the stuff well. So that's why I decided to get one. And I got the Mac Studio because I thought that I could just use it for the longest time, because if I got the regular iMac, I feel like I could use it for a maximum of 2 years before needing to upgrade again. But the Mac Studio, just the longevity would be better. I gave the iMac Pro to my sister because she does pretty much lightweight stuff, so that would be pretty enough for her workflow. So the main things that I use on my computer is Illustrator, which I use for design work. I've also been learning Blender for my personal hobby. Then I also use Clip Studio, which is a drawing application, which has a lot of complicated custom brushes that I feel like wasn't being handled so well by my older iMac, but now it runs so smoothly on my new Mac. Then of course I also use Final Cut and Premiere Pro for my video editing, which runs so smoothly, especially Final Cut because I'm using Apple Silicon instead of the Intel chip, which just helps you run Apple's native apps super efficiently. Along with my computer, I've also been using this new vertical Logitech mouse that I just got recently. It has custom buttons, which is really convenient. I use it to do horizontal scrolling and looking at all the windows that I have open. But mainly the thing is the ergonomics. Like, I had never considered a vertical mouse before, but I've watched reviews of it, and I found that being able to rest your wrist is really, really a game changer in your productivity if you use the mouse a lot. A little bit of inconvenience is that it's hard to zoom in and out because I use the side buttons to redo and undo. So I still have to use the trackpad for zooming, and I just think that the trackpad is not really ergonomic or friendly for my wrist. So that's one bad thing. But I've been really loving the mouse so far. The next category is iPad. I have an iPad Pro 11-inch 2020, which I share with my sister for Procreate work. I also have Clip Studio Paint installed in it, and also Notion. I type on Notion with the Magic Keyboard, so it's just a little bit of casual work when I'm at home, so I can like plan on the go. I've also been using paper for journaling and Canvas for some simple graphic designs. A new addition to my iPad family of 2 is my iPad mini 6, which I've been using as a little notebook, and it's just really convenient because it just fits in most of the bags. It works with the Apple Pencil. It's so small. It's a perfect size because it fits just right on my palm, and my hands are small. So it's really convenient to just bring with you everywhere. So then the last thing that I do want to mention is my Airpods Max. I don't know why everyone is so against Airpods Max, and people say that they like fall out of your head or something, like when you tilt your head, but that's never happened with me. It is so comfy. It feels like nothing is on your ear. Like, I used to only use them in the studio while editing, but I've been using it more outside, like when I'm taking the bus or like when I'm just shopping on my own with noise canceling off, because I need to be aware of my surroundings. But I've been looking around, walking with it, walking stairs, looking down, looking up, everywhere. I've never had an issue of it just falling out of my head. The sound quality is so good. If you turn on noise canceling, it's like you're the only one in the world. And I really like the controls, like you can just reach for the controls. I don't know, it's just so perfect. The only thing that I dislike about my Airpods Max is that they are pink, because when I bought them, like I did not like green. I hated green. I used to hate green, but now I love green and I want them in green. And there's this dude that walks by the dog park every day wearing green Airpods Max, and I just want to trade with him. Like, I regret it so much. But not to say that I don't like the pink ones, but I just think the handle is a little too red. Anyway, that is the end of my toolbox. I do have some tools that I didn't talk about, like my printer, my sticker cutter, those stuff, but I do have videos that I mentioned them in, so click there if you want to see me talk about them. I just talked about the things that I didn't talk about before. And to end this video, I really wanted to emphasize again that you don't need these expensive gear to make good stuff. Remember to always consider the factors that I talk about. Thank you, Ana Luisa, again for sending me their products for review, and make sure to click the link in the description if you want to shop their new collection or just look around for some amazing jewelry such as these that I'm wearing right now. Goodbye.